Got a little bit of a different video here today. Still kind of the same thing I normally do, but more specifically, we are talking about the trades that have been happening in the NBA. Because what in the world is going on? So you're telling me you are okay giving up Luka Doncic for Anthony Davis, which don't get me wrong, okay, Anthony Davis is also another great player. Does he get hurt a lot? Yes. But when he's healthy, he is a great player. However, Luka Doncic, the dude who just brought you to the NBA Finals in this past season and dropped 70 points, and you're getting rid of him. Make it make sense. I'm not sure, man. Even my friend who does not watch the NBA at all, I'm not a heavy NBA watcher, but I know who's good. I've been watching more games recently, and I'm in the scene, okay? I know what I'm talking about. But this guy texted me. He doesn't even watch it. He said, "Yo, what is going on with these NBA trades right now?" And I said, "I have no idea, man. I was wondering the same thing." And then he goes, "I don't even watch the NBA, and I know that was a bad trade." If someone who doesn't even watch knows it's a bad trade, how does this GM have his job? Mind you, this is the exact same GM that fumbled getting Steph Curry to go to Nike instead of Under Armour because he came to him with a presentation that still had Kevin Durant's name on it and was tailored to Kevin Durant. And then when Steph's name was actually on it, he spelled it wrong. But yet Dallas Mavericks thought, you know what, this is our guy. We want him as GM. Oh, and to make it even better, cherry on top, whenever they had their press conference asking him about it, he admitted some bold things. I took a screenshot of it so I could pull it up. But yeah, their GM, he admitted that in 10 years, what happens with the Mavericks organization, he doesn't care because he probably won't be there. He also admitted that he was the one who approached the Lakers about trading Luka to them. And he also admitted saying, "I believe that getting an all-defensive center and an all-NBA player with a defensive mindset gives us a better chance." And that's why he traded Luka. That is literally a quote he said. He also said, "We're now built to win now and in the future." Which, that's not necessarily wrong. Okay, don't get me wrong. They still have good players. Okay, they have Kyrie. They've got Clay, who he's falling off a cliff. Let's just keep it real. I love Clay, I do, but you got to be real here. And then they got AD. Okay, three good players. However, they are all getting old. They do have a couple solid years left in them. Yes, I'm not saying they're going to be bad. They do have good years left in them right now. But you just traded away your franchise player who will be a top 10 player in the league for probably his entire career to the Lakers. And you now paired him up with LeBron, which, yes, LeBron is old. He probably only has 1, 2, at the most 3 years left in the NBA, right? And that's very most. 2 years is probably a stretch even. But you paired him up with LeBron. So now you just set up the Lakers for success with their next franchise player for Doncic has been in the league for 7 years now, so probably another 12 to 15 years. I mean, did we really think this through? Yeah, you might be able to go all in and get one championship this year or next with getting AD on the Mavericks. But other than that, what are you doing, man? So now you give, which, yes, the Lakers, they needed a center besides Anthony Davis. Yeah, they have Jackson Hayes, but he's not going to fill those shoes, right? He's not bad. He's not going to fill those shoes up. But you gave them Luka, which their main concern about Luka as well, the Mavericks, was his conditioning because he weighed, supposedly, this is rumor, he's up to 270 pounds now. If your biggest concern for him is his conditioning, you can fix that, man. You can get that man back in shape and keep him for however many years. Jalen Brunson as well. He was on the Mavericks. They let him walk when he said he would only sign an extension for only $55 million, which is super cheap for what he should be getting and what he is now being paid in New York. You let him walk. At one point on that team, you had Kristaps Porzingis, you had Jalen Brunson, and you had Luka Doncic. Porzingis is now on the Celtics, balling out. Good for him. Brunson is now on the Knicks, balling out. Good for him. And now you got rid of Luka as well. you start to wonder. You start to wonder what's going on in that organization, because I'm wondering it can't be good. And if you look at Jason Kidd during that entire press conference, he's just sitting there, hands like this, or arms crossed, or he's up on the table. He didn't say a word. He was just trying to keep his composure. You can tell they didn't talk to him about it. I mean, the GM admitted it. He said J Kidd didn't even know about it. So you're not even going to talk to your head coach about it. I mean, that's ridiculous. Ridiculous, man. Let's think about the Paul George trade real quick. Paul George got traded for a handful of first-round picks to the Oklahoma City Thunder. I'm talking lots of them. I don't know how many exactly off the top of my head, but it was tons of picks. And Luka got traded for one. Yes, you got Anthony Davis, okay? You traded All-Star for All-Star. I understand that. But only one pick in Max Christie? I'm not trying to hate on Max Christie, but compared to the level of Anthony Davis and Luka Doncic, he's not there, okay? That's fair to say. And yeah, Paul George basically gave the OKC an entire new roster of stars. And look at them now, best record in the league. They got a good chance to contend and possibly even win. So, who knows, man? Cheers. Bottoms up, y'all. Ugh. There's them on my face. And that's just one of the trades. Another trade happened with De'Aaron Fox and Zach Lavine. I haven't really looked into this one yet to understand why the Kings have done it, and I haven't really seen anything explaining why they did either. But I think De'Aaron Fox is a solid player. So I also don't understand why he got traded. And he went to the Spurs. Zach Lavine went from the Bulls to the Kings. There's no way the Kings keep Zach Lavine and DeMar DeRozan, right? Right? Or maybe DeMar DeRozan had a part in bringing Zach Lavine. I don't know. Apparently, this is just what I saw. I don't actually know. I haven't researched myself. But apparently, the Kings have better offense without without De'Aaron Fox on the floor. So that can make sense why they wanted to get rid of him. But what doesn't make sense is the fact that they brought in Zach Lavine when they need more defensive presence, because Zach Lavine does not bring that defensive presence. He's another offensive player. So you got rid of one scorer who is solid, like good, and he passes the ball, will get you assists. I mean, he does everything. I'm a De'Aaron Fox fan. I think he got snubbed. He's done nothing wrong for that city of Sacramento. He's been there since the beginning. Never switched up, and you guys traded him for Zach Lavine. And I think the Clippers got is somebody I don't remember his name. Wasn't that important. And a couple picks, I believe. Like, yo, are we trolling right now? This De'Aaron Fox trade, though, I can at least understand, because if the Kings wanted him to move on, or if he wanted to have a real chance at contending, maybe not this year, but next year with the Spurs, I could see it working out. He's got Wemby there and Chris Paul for this year. Don't know how many more years he's going to play. He is 39. So who knows? He might just replace him next year. He might retire, you know what I mean? It's who knows? Nobody knows. However, that could be a reasoning why they sent him to the Spurs. Maybe something behind the scenes and he wanted a real chance. Seems like the Kings knew this trade was going to happen. It's just I just don't get it. Why are teams trading away their all-stars all of a sudden? I don't know. That's the only reasoning I can think to make of that one. They have to be getting rid of either Lavine or DeRozan, right? The Kings I'm talking about, because again, they need more defense. They don't need offense. So why wouldn't they? If they get rid of Fox, they have to be trading one of them away to get a defensive player, right? If not, they're trolling, honestly. I don't know. I mean, I'm still shook on the Luka and AD trade, honestly. Lakers posted some pictures, though. Luka already landed in LA, and he looks happy to be there, honestly. Can't be too upset. Get to go play with LeBron, train under him, and basically take over the reins in this next year. Crazy, man. Just crazy. Willingly giving up that good of players. Which Zach Lavine is good, too. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Zach Lavine is bad. I just have a hard time believing they got rid of De'Aaron Fox to keep Zach Lavine. So, I'm not sure. Back to De'Aaron Fox on the Spurs, though. They should be solid. Him and Wemby can be together. Wemby He's been playing great recently, and he's been getting some help actually. Unlike last year, Jeremy Sochan, however you pronounce it, he's still there. I'm not worried about him. Stephon Castle and Devin Vassell, they've been kind of balling lately, to be honest. And Harrison Barnes, he's a veteran, and he's low-key been balling. And he teamed up with De'Aaron Fox just last year on the Kings, so they'll be back together. They already got chemistry. I think they can be a solid squad. And like I said, they still got Chris Paul for the rest of this season, and who knows if he comes back next year. It's tough to say. Then in news for the NFL, while I was in class this morning, Myles Garret actually requested to be traded from the Browns. Good for him, because it's about time that he quits wasting his career in Cleveland. Where is he going to go? I have no idea. I cannot tell you. Hopefully, he gets on a contender. He will help them a lot. I mean, I don't see how it happens, but if he managed to end up on the Steelers, that would be insane for their defense. TJ Watt and Myles Garrett, yo, you literally have two of like the top 5, top 10 edge rushers in the league. Not sure. I know TJ Watt was still elite this year. I'm not sure where Myles Garrett places, honestly. I didn't really watch the Browns. Yeah, just lots of crazy trade talk going around today. And I don't know, man. Luka for AD. Again, AD is still a bucket. So it's not like they got rid of Luka for a bag of chips. But still, Luka, yo, nah, man. You just set up LA with their superstar, like I was saying earlier, for minimum 10 years. Wild, man, wild. Meanwhile, they can't get my boy Curry any help out here. They tried talking with Jimmy Butler, but it failed because he didn't want to sign the extension with them. Like, yo, Jimmy, help my boy Curry out, man. He needs help out there. They're wasting away his last few years. Honestly, kind of depressing. Curry's going to go out in a sad way if they don't get him any help soon. With that said, though, Pods on the Warriors, Brandon Podziemski, he's kind of tough. At least I think. That's just my opinion. And they got Dennis Schroeder, and then Wiggins. He's finally getting older in the league. He's a vet. Not sure how old he is, honestly, but he's getting there. And Draymond, he's getting old too. I don't know. It's going to be a lot of new looks in the league here in just a few years. Like I mentioned a little bit yesterday, KD, LeBron, and Curry all really close to retiring, which is crazy to think about. I think KD, he'll have like a couple more in him though than the others. Also, I just realized, I don't think I ever said it, but welcome back to day number 34 of 500. Getting our food here. It's just about done while we're talking about these trades. This is the whole purpose of the video, because I cannot believe these trades. All right, it's wild. However, the Warriors do have some good, promising young players, like I was mentioning, Pods. Quentin Post, he's been looking good recently. It looks like he can actually shoot the 3 ball, so that'll help out. And then, what's his name? Gosh, I can't think of his name off the top of my dome right now, but he's the other center. Curly hair, kind of an afro. Yeah, it's kind of annoying. I can't think of his name. Point being, though, they got good young guys. They've got a chance to still be good in the future. But they still need to get a couple more pieces, if that makes sense. Circling back here, back to the Luka and AD trade. Short term, I think this does help out the Mavericks, because I think it gives them the shot that they want at winning a chip in the next year, maybe 2. I have to imagine you wouldn't trade away Luka unless this was your reasoning, because he's hurt, supposedly put on weight, and you have AD who can play for you, be a good defensive presence when you have Derek Lively hurt. I don't know when he's back. I honestly don't know. I know he's hurt. I don't know how he's hurt, though. I honestly never saw anything about it. And then when you get both of them healthy, though, I mean, you're going to be set defensively. You've got Kyrie on offense still. You've still got solid players around them, and Daniel Gafford and Jaden McDaniels, so on and so forth. Or wait, McDaniels is on the Wolves. Yeah. What am I saying? I keep getting them confused, seeing their jerseys. Anyways, you get the point. So I have to imagine that's the reasoning, because in the next 1 to 2 years, they're going all in for a chip. If that is not their reasoning, fire the GM, dude. Get them out. But long term, the Lakers 100% want it. Like I've said 2-3 times now, they got Luka set up for the future, their next All-Star for minimum 10 years. I'd say 12 to 15. He's been in 7, 12 probably. However, they do need to go get pieces to go around him, but that's the good thing. Luka is in his prime right now. He's 25, I believe, and you have so much time to go get pieces around him. You still have a couple young pieces around him. Oh, about time. Like right now, you have Jackson Hayes, you have Rui Hachimura, you have Bronny James. No, I'm just playing. You've got Austin Reeves, you've got Dalton Connect. I mean, you've got solid young players all around. So they really do have a chance to be good in the next few years. That's what I'm saying. The Lakers definitely won the trade long term. So, Mavericks, if you aren't going for a chip in these next 2 years, you're trolling. I don't know. I just could not believe the trade when I saw it. My friend told me we were playing Rocket League actually when it happened. And I was like, yo, there's no way. Doc Rivers, even in his post-game interview, said, I thought it was AI when I first saw it. I mean, shoot, who wouldn't think that? Crazy stuff here, but I'm a grub. I'm in the video here. I wanted to rant about this today because it's crazy. It's absurd. I just can't believe they did that and let him walk for 80 and 1 pick. 80 and 2 picks? Honestly, I could understand that, but 1? You're trolling, man. You're trolling. Anyways, thank y'all for tuning in. Thank you for listening to me rant about these trades. Hopefully, I brought some light to the situation. De'Aaron Fox, I don't know. I think he could honestly be in a better situation just because Kings haven't been as good this year as they were last year. The Spurs are bad now, yes, but next year they've got a chance to contend. Anyways, we'll talk about this another time. Thank y'all for watching today's video. Thank you for tuning in to day number 34. Stay tuned for day number 35 tomorrow. Love y'all. Have a good rest of y'all's days. Peace.